Hello, friends. I seek your indulgence to let me gather my thoughts on truth beyond all and everything. There is a common saying in Kashmiri emphasizing truth. Kath gais karin Khodai sind khatre, lur gais tulin sind khatre. Fight for your brother, but speak for God. Now, this is a virtual social advisory, but like all conventional wisdom, there are many pitfalls there. People should point out the looming gender insensitivity. Should you fight for your brother and not for your sister? You could say that it is only a manner of speaking, but it derives from a social usage which is steeped in gender inequality and insensitivity too. So nay, we must translate the Kashmiri boy as sibling and also learn to correct these inequalities which are embedded in the social milieu. They are a partiality and thereby untrue. Having negotiated this, we may come across people who can take this social advisory and found a command to fight everyone for the sake of their God upon it. And God knows there are enough gods with zealots all around who are so conscious of their God being defenseless that they must be ever ready to protect him, even to kill for his sake, and make all obey to him, who, by definition, is the Almighty. Now, how many of us realize the same patriarchal inequality embedded in these pronouns, unnoticeably used for the Lord of all? That apart, the sheer contradiction in this thought of fighting for God, rather the rank irony of the weakling that the human is fighting, killing, and maiming to make her God all powerful, never strikes the zealot. That probably is the most telling indication of the God having been modeled on humans. But of course, the advisory is not for faith, but for truth, and emphasizes that truth is beyond faith, beyond fraternity, beyond fanaticism, and beyond every fear and favor. Having negotiated these pitfalls, there is a real stumbling stone. What is truth? Is it absolute? In a world, rather universe, where everything is relative, as that sheer Einstein established, how can one be absolutely sure of anything? Now that is a truism worth every ounce of doubt. And one has not even spoken of Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty, which ironically is very true. So, what do we have there except a field day for the skeptic to shake her head in dismay? More importantly, that is a long rope for the manipulator to hang the whole world in a tricky trial. That suit is often a sly advocacy for proclaiming a certain speculation as true. That's why few tell of the philosopher Sanjaya, who advocated doubt and asked people to doubt everything till you have got to the core. You would have heard Godmen of all hues, the absorbed of every ilk, the legend of the half-baked seers, picking on the doubts inherent in scientific axioms and proclaiming the truth of their speculations and visions, which are born of little more than their fervid imagination. Now, that is another irony there. How here comes a person pointing to the 0.001% uncertainty accepted by science and piles you with a supposition that does not even have a 0.001% certainty and no backing for the sheer fancy. And again, ironically, in 99.999% of cases, those persons are able to convince you to accept their speculation as truth, the truth. Probably we can use the neti neti, na iti, not this principle of Shankaracharya here. Truth will not be what is spoken for a sibling. Truth is not what is told to advance a belief, a leaning, a choice ideology, how so alluring it may be. Truth cannot be for any utilitarian object, whether of family, whether of tribe, of your community, your nation, even the humanity as a whole. That said, truth is for the family, it is for the clan, the tribe, the nation, and also for the humanity at large. The inter-sea relationship there, the expected advance there, the wellness that we must aspire for are only promoted by a truthful association, true support, and true concern. Every partisanship, every partiality, every slot there taints the truth. For truth can never be subjective. It can also not be contrived, and it cannot be a half truth. It cannot be a selective truth. It cannot be a little of the truth which we choose to tell, because all these taint it and make the truth a looming untruth. And none should like to tell lies to their loved ones, their groups, their societies, their nations, and the humanity at large. That is a betrayal. While people can easily see lying to family as a betrayal, the lies told to the tribes are rarely there was some power problem there. Now, as I was saying, people are quick to see that if an untruth, a lie is told to a family, they are very sensitive about it. That is called a betrayal. But at the same time, the people will not be so very concerned if they lie to tribes, to societies, to nations, and to humanity at large. The clever ones even boast of having lied around astutely. Evolution tells that cunning does not help in preservation, progress, or prosperity. At this point, I could ask you to subscribe to this channel, to like it, and try to share it amongst your friends. But then that would not be truth. I would be lying. I will be fending for myself. And again, likewise, you would also not be true if you like this and do not do that subscribing, sharing, and liking around. But then let's get back to the truth, because everything that smacks of an agenda, everything that goes to propel, to support something which is allied to a person, which concerns some selfish interest, whether it be personal, whether it be of family, whether it be of tribe, clan, nation, or whatever, that makes truth weak. That makes it an untruth. Only being true to oneself and one's thought, that is being intellectually honest and acting according to what you do feel inside you as being true, that is the only thing we can call truth. And knowing that, Honesty is clarity, and truth does need it. Clarity of thought and honesty of deed are the twin bases that put up truth. Instead of asking for the absolutism in truth, it is the clarity of cognition that makes for truth. A not so bright person may not be able to see that two and two make four. A bright one may be able to conjure up all the combinations the two can partner. The two would be true as long as they are clear about what they come up and are honest about it. That is what can be called intellectual honesty. It is truth. It is the desire to be as true as one can be and also practice it. To think in the best way you can and to live by it. That is enough truth. It needs no splitting of hairs. It needs only being yourself in thought, word, and deed to the best of your knowledge and ability, honestly. That is true. And let us all try to see it as it is. I will share this file on the screen for those who may like to see it in as it has been written, and I will try to move it around. Thank you very much.